Outcome measures help us to understand where someone is when we first meet them. They highlight the difficulties they may be facing and what they'd like to achieve. An essential part of care planning, they're used to measure someone's progress. Outcome measures also help us to understand if we're going in the right direction and using the right interventions. For example, in a physical health setting, if someone had high blood pressure and we wanted to reduce it, we'd take an initial reading. We'd then put interventions in place such as healthier eating and exercise. Their blood pressure would be taken regularly to see if it's dropping. If not, different interventions would be put in place. It's the same concept in mental health. We should always measure someone's starting point and track their progress against the same measure to understand if what we're doing is making a difference. Otherwise, how do we know if someone is getting better or if what we're doing is working?
There's a range of outcome measures used across trust, depending on services. Patient-rated outcome measures, PROMs, measure and track a person's quality of life. With these measures, we aim to see an increase in scores to signal that someone's quality of life is improving. Clinician-rated outcome measures, CROMs, measure and track the effectiveness of a treatment. With these measures, we hope to see a decrease in scores to show that someone's treatment is being effective and their symptoms are decreasing. They are generally in the form of a questionnaire and are important parts of assessments and care planning. You might have heard of Recovering Quality of Life, REQUAL, Goal-Based Outcome, GBO, Health of the Nation Outcomes Scales, HONOS, and Health of the Nation Outcomes Score for Children and Adolescents, as well as a short Warwick-Edinburgh Mental Wellbeing Scale, SWEMWEBS, to mention a few. Dialogue is also an outcome measure for those aged 18 plus, but its primary function in the Trust is as a care planning tool that supports the development of personalised care plans for all ages. Whilst they differ in length or questions asked and measurement scales used, the concept remains the same: to understand someone's starting point and to track their progress.
Outcome measures shouldn't just be seen as a tick box task that has to be done. They offer staff and patients so much more. They aid more in-depth conversations. They help us to understand people as individuals. They support patients' voices and experiences to be heard. They can identify issues to explore. They help us to develop personalised care plans that support people in ways that are meaningful to them. They help clinicians and patients to see where progress is being made or maintained. They highlight where something isn't working or might need to change. To help us understand the effectiveness of our services and to show the difference we make to people's lives, we look at data from outcome measures. We can use the data to reflect on our practices, to highlight best practice, and to improve our services. We can also use this to share how we're doing with senior colleagues in the Trust and beyond.
To get the most out of outcome measures, we, as staff, need to understand their importance, but so do the people that we care for. Patients have told us.
I hadn't realised how important these questions were in my care.
I didn't know why I needed to complete the questionnaire or how the information would be used.
I was frustrated at being asked to repeat the questionnaires because I didn't understand why.
As someone with autism and ADHD, I found the experience overwhelming. Some questions felt the same. It would have helped to have the questionnaires explained and talked through with me in person.
The results, when compared, helped me to see how far I've come. It made me feel a sense of achievement and more positive about things.
It's important that we explain what outcome measures are to those we work with. People need to understand why we ask the questions and how the information is used. We should ask how people want to receive them, understand if they need help completing them, make reasonable adjustments to support people to complete them, This will improve the quality of responses and support more effective, personalised care planning. It will also provide a better patient experience and outcomes for those we care for.
Outcome measures are so much more than just a questionnaire we have to complete. They are an essential part of care planning and delivery that support conversations and improve outcomes.
Outcome measures, so much more than a task.